Yo, what's going on, world? What's happening? Yes, man. About to be an interview with my boy Sinclair, James Sinclair, man. Savannah High alumni. Yep. What y'all got going on? Y'all come on, tune in, man. Come on in. Yeah. Yes, sir, man. About to do the interview with my boy, man. Sinclair, man. Y'all tune in. Miss Bonds, what's going on? Sis, what's up? Taryn Jackson, what's going on? Yeah, about to do the interview, man, with this boy, my homeboy, James Sinclair, Savannah High alumni. Just drinking on that mimosa. Yes, sir. What y'all got going on? I hope this turned out all right, man, because my laptop, man, is doing the most. I'm telling you. So we're going to pray and let God move this interview and this work, this Boost Mobile telephone, too. Woo, man. I'm telling y'all. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, look at here, man. If y'all on here, y'all share this video tonight, share it. But it's also going on my YouTube channel also at Charles Morris Keep Grinding. So, yo, it's like I say, man, I got my boy I'm about to bring in, man. Y'all stay with me, man. Y'all stay with me. Yeah.
Oh, give me about 5 minutes. I'm about to pull up to the house.
10 I got you. All right. We can do that. All right. All right. Y'all heard that? My boy, he's getting ready. Yes, sir. Johnny, all right. What's going on, baby? Look here, man. Back at it, man. Doing interviews, man. If you want to get on here and talk about them Wolverine days, man, you can do that, man. That's what's up. Hit me up. We could do something, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, man, I got my boy Sinclair tonight, man. Yes, sir. Y'all tune in, man. Hit the share button. Hit that like button. And it's going on YouTube at Charles Morris Keep Grinding. And y'all hit that subscribe button when y'all go and check it out, man. Y'all can go ahead and check out some of them interviews right now, man. Y'all may know some people. I'm telling you. All local, baby. They got one of my guys from South Carolina. Yeah, Frankie Burton. Yeah. And I just want to give a shout out to everybody, man, who encouraged me to keep doing this, man. I appreciate you, man. Cyrus Hunter, man. Appreciate you too, brother. Shagar, you know I appreciate you, bro. Love you to death, boy. We should have wanted to start this. So then, like I say, man, my boy, man, my sis, man, love you to death, girl. Look at here, man. It's getting close to Christmas, man. Y'all stay out there. Y'all be easy. Stay out there. It's Miss Beth, what's going on? How you doing? How you feeling? I've been praying for you, sister. I hope you're doing all right. Just like I say, man, in a few minutes, my boy Sinclair will be on here. America. America, I see you in that corner, man. I tried to get you on here earlier, man, before I do this interview, man. And I hear you in Savannah, and I appreciate that. But I'm about to bring my brother home, man, Sinclair, you know what I mean? Yes, sir. Yes, America, y'all. That's my boy. Y'all check him also on YouTube also, man. Bernard Brown, America After Dark. Y'all check him out on YouTube. And y'all can also check him out on Ebony Sports Report. You know, I know the boys have coming back. I'm back. I'm back, Bernard. That's all I can say. I'm back. You know what I mean? I'm back. Yes, sir. Bernard, what you getting for Christmas? Talk to me. What you getting for Christmas, my boy? Yes, sir. Like I say, man, my boy Sinclair, man, we finna get it on. There go my boy. There go my boy. There you go. There you go. My man, what's going on?
Oh, what's up with you? How you doing?
Cool, man. You can hear me real good?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I appreciate you, man, at your busy schedule, man, doing this, bro, man. I've been chasing you down. I've been promising to do it. So I
Yeah, I
finally
know.
caught up with you, man. I caught up with you, man. Yeah, man, this is my boy James Sinclair, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Savannah High legend, man. Yes, sir. As I always ask everybody, man, on my podcast, man, how was it growing up in Savannah, Georgia? You know what I'm saying? And what's your favorite thing you like to do?
Um, I mean, it wasn't rough. Like I never had like I never had like a struggle story. So I'm not gonna lie and say that my mama and my daddy, they always had good jobs. Um, I was raised by a village. Grandmas, aunts, uncles, cousins, you name it. But I just like to play ball.
Yeah.
Honestly, growing up, I didn't own the game system until what college. Just because if I could have done it outside, we was outside
Right,
riding bikes when we ain't
right.
supposed
Of
to.
course. Yes.
We going to the park, to the gyms, so we was active.
Hmm. Yeah. And also, most of us, man, growing up, man, and I know we always started off with football. Did you play football coming up, Little League?
I did, and honestly, I think I was better at football. And then eighth grade, I played for Hubert. We didn't have a good year, and then I went out for like summer ball in high school, and that's when I made the transition that nah, that wasn't me. Getting hit all across the head, and nah.
Man, let's talk about Savannah High, man. Let's talk about your freshman year. I got some stuff down there I'm gonna tell you about, but I want to hear about your freshman year. And how was it transitioning from, middle school to, what I'm saying, to high school?
Well, it really was a pretty easy transition on the court. But I feel like Savannah High in those years were, well, I guess struggling as a high school. So I almost got transferred out by going to open house. None of my teachers were there. And my mama just didn't like the whole situation. So Coach Jordan came to her and assured that I would be okay.
Mm.
But I was man, I almost knew I was going to Savannah High since '98. I was a ball boy on that team.
Okay.
So I've been around the dogs. I've been knowing Coach Jay Dougie since I've been 8 years old. Kari, rest in peace, Smitty. He was a big brother to me. Taught me how to drive. He took me to my first basketball camp. Um, he was the one that brought me out to 57, where I eventually met y'all.
Right,
And
right.
so Smitty had a big impact in my life.
Okay, that's what's up. Let's also talk about what was your toughest competitor in high school and what team gave you the trouble? From me seeing you, don't look like too many of them gave you
I
trouble, brother.
was about to say that, man. I prided myself in my one-on-one game. Um, but as a team, Groves, when they had all them people transfer in, that was a tough year for us. Um, Johnson, I mean, basketball was just overall competitive back then, though. I can't say, how the generations work. Y'all generation feel like we were soft,
Right.
and now we feel like this generation soft. I mean, so but back then everybody competed. I never worked out with dudes from other schools unless we play AAU together.
Mhm.
Wasn't a big fan of like teaming up with each other to like get better in the summertime. I'm like, nah, like you work on your shit, I work on mine. And then when the
Right.
season come, I'm gonna show you that
Mm.
you feel me? You didn't work as hard as me. So I still had that old school mentality.
That's what's up.
Like
Yeah.
that
Now, 2011, all Greater Savannah Basketball Player of the Year. You also Region 3A team selection, GACCA state selection, and you average 14 points a game, 5.2 rebounds, 4.1 blocks per game, and a 76% free throw shooter. But what I've seen lately, you must have been working on your free throw shooter because you're the better free throw shooter now, as it says on the statistics. You know what I'm saying?
right.
So, man, let's talk about your senior year. And who you went up against for Player of the Year.
Well, first I only averaged 14 because Coach Jordan wouldn't let me average 20. He would control my minutes.
Okay.
But that year, one of my close friends, Ardell Manigo at Windsor, he was good. Rest in peace, Rashad Spain. He was on that Jenkins team that was good. Anthony Lanier. Mason had a standout year that year as well. Mason Hill. Um, who else? Who else? You know, my little brother Tim Quarterman. He went over to Johnson. That's when he became into his own. Him and if I'm missing some names, please forgive me, y'all. I've been out of school almost 15 years now. Who else? I mean, it was a good. You know, we didn't have as many high schools back then
Right.
as well. My boy Wall, Ty, all of them boys at Beach. You know, I mean, it was just all like gritty teams back then, to where
Right.
you couldn't just walk in the gym and be like, "Oh yeah, we're gonna win by 30 tonight." It wasn't like that.
Right. And let me tell you what I just read, man. What Coach Jordan said about you. He says, man, he's not a real vocal guy, but he leads by example, and the kids brought into it. You were 6'3" at the time. Arm span is 6'6". And also Windsor Forest coach, I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right, Joel Lavore.
Oh, Lecur,
LaFleur.
yeah.
He said he also, if you left him open, he would knock it down from the perimeter. If you close out on him, he could dribble and pull up. He's a great in transition. He's just a hard guard to cover. And man, listen here, from what I've seen, and that is true. The thing I like about you, brother, is when you in the game, you know what I'm saying? You don't take over the game until it's time to take over the game.
Right.
You get everybody involved, you know what I mean, with the game. And with Coach, you don't change from not being,
Yeah.
vocal to being a leader on the court. You know what I'm saying? That's what reminds me. You remind me of LeBron James, man. I don't know if you like LeBron. I'm not a LeBron James fan, but I like his, you know what I'm saying, what they're
Right.
doing. LeBron has been in the NBA, and just like you've been to college, and you done been the couple of overseas game, man. You the grandfather of the league to me, man. You know what I'm saying? And then you're not stopping, man. You and Funky Herb, man, you know what I'm saying? I commend y'all brothers, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Your boy is still going, man. Look here, man, Sinclair. Sky's the limit, man. You know what I'm saying with you, bro? You know what I'm saying? I know you just enjoying the moment, enjoying the game, but, let's also talk about Western Carolina also. Because you got some stats on here, too, that in 2014, 2015, Carolina, you finished 45th on the list as your 1,000-point shooter. And
Yeah.
let's talk about the 3-pointer shot that you shot against Austin Peay. I think that was your first college 3-pointer. How was that feeling? Because I know you don't hit 3-pointers in, you know what I'm saying, in high
Right.
school.
So going all right, so I'm gonna backtrack a little bit. So I actually made it all the way to training camp with the Charlotte Hornets
Okay.
and end up getting released because I broke my hand. So and that's what propelled my overseas career. But college was a big wake up for me. I wanted to get as far away from Savannah because I didn't want to be one of those, you know, how they say Savannah kids can never stay away. I never wanted to be one of those statistics. So chose Western Carolina. It was a PWI, predominantly white institution for those who don't know what that is. And it was a culture shock at first. You know, certain jokes I didn't get, certain teammates I couldn't relate to, but I feel like that helped me prepare for the real world because as I went overseas, like I never had problems adapting because I was already used to being uncomfortable in those situations. And first time ever seeing snow, uh, learn how to time management, um, what else, and really just grew up because I was on the team to where it was only two freshmen that signed, me and my boy Kenneth Hall, and they held us accountable for whatever we did, and it was rough. You know, I had times to where I didn't want to go there. I wanted to go home because I just felt, you know, we have this mindset of, oh, I used to do this in high school, so I should be able to do it now, and I had to get out that mindset, and so I didn't play at first. Then I went to start a few games, went back to sitting, and then that championship run, I was just involved. I played a key part because I always stayed mentally ready. And people like to bring up the fact that I score the ball, but I feel like the best part of my game is my mental, because it's no matter what defense you throw at me, no matter what you say to me, you might foul me hard. Like you still can't knock me off my A game.
Yes.
And that's what I try to instill into my son and my little cousins and my AU program that I have. If you're more smarter or you mentally stronger than the other team, there's nothing that they can do to break your will. And
Awesome.
so,
Yeah.
but that comes from hanging around older guys, you, Irv, Smitty, Louis, everybody that had a part of me becoming not only a good basketball player, but a better man
Right.
in society. So, but we don't have that no more.
No.
We don't have that no more. I caught y'all on the back end of y'all careers when you can still go up and down.
Right.
But now, like you said, everybody they stop playing ball at 26, 27. And now,
Yeah.
yeah, so
Yeah. But so let's talk about a little bit about your overseas, career. Just like you just said. Did you ever play against Malik over there?
no.
Wasn't over there yet.
Way younger than
Way
me.
younger. That's right.
Yeah,
That's
he's
right.
way younger.
Anybody from Savannah was over there,
My boy Jaquez Motley, when I went
Mm.
to Morocco, him and Nate Drayton, they was on the same team, and we ended up in the same area. We never played against them, but just still seeing familiar faces, that still felt good that we got people out
Right.
here. But other than that, no, not from Savannah, but I played against a few college teammates. Trey Sumler, who was a great point guard. He scored almost 2,000 points in college, and he helped me out a lot with my game too. As far as like the footwork aspect, posting up, and he was only about 6'1", maybe 160, 170.
Mm.
Tricky with that ball.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's but overseas was nice. I traveled. Well, I played in 9 countries and traveled 29 outside of the 9 that I played in. So I definitely took advantage of being over there. That was another culture shock though.
Mm.
The coaches, they really, because that's how they ate. So they didn't have time to spare feelings, and it's either get the job done or you leave. My rookie season, after I came back from the broken hand, I was the only player on the team that stayed from the beginning of the season to the end of the season. I watched 9 other Americans come back and forth just because they couldn't produce.
Right.
So that was one thing that I always promised myself, that if I was to get cut off a team, it wouldn't be for performance. Yeah. So
Now let's talk about this Hurricane team too.
yeah. Um.
Man, listen, man, y'all got some nice talent, man. And I ain't want to throw this in here, but I wish my boy could play with you, man. Because when I seen when you played with D Walls, man,
Right.
y'all got a chemistry out of this world, man. And y'all boys, Coakley too, man. You know what I'm saying? I love that big dude, man. He'll be my big dude any day of the week, man. So let's talk about your Hurricane team, man.
Well, first I tried to get Dude and Chris to come out. But
Okay.
God said he got the dates mixed up with the tryouts or whatever. So,
Hmm.
but he promised me next season he gonna be out there.
Okay.
Chris Coakley, he had surgery at the beginning of the season, so that stopped him from coming out as well. But man, this year is homegrown. We don't have many. I wouldn't say outsiders, but we got everybody who's a name in this city. Well, mostly that's a name, but a few people. Um, what else, man? I mean, we getting there. We getting
Hmm.
there. We winning games, but the team chemistry is still something that you got to work on. But I'm the only one from the first season that's still on the team.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I see a lot of support though, man. The people supporting y'all, you know what I mean? And who came about this team and when did it all started?
So our owner, Lindsey Streeter, he is from the DC area, and he said he was stationed down here at Hunter. And he just loved Savannah so much after he retired. He moved down here, and he was a football player, but he enjoyed watching basketball. And
Mm-hmm.
so he just thought of it one day to start up a pro team. He asked who he needed to get in contact with, and he asked about certain players, and my name popped up, and the rest is history. So that first year, it was just a trial run, but we still ended up going 15-1, and that was in the Final Four. Last year, we lost in the Final Four to the same team, but we had more talent, but we just wasn't as tall. And not only that, I was playing on one leg last year, so I had a partially torn meniscus in my left knee, and I stuck it out throughout the season, and still came up short. But this year, we got height, we got talent, got the same coaching staff, but I just feel like this team is the year that we'll get it done because we can go small, we can match up with the bigger teams, we can attack from long range, from mid range, post up. We got it all. We got a complete team this year. I like this team.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. And listen here, just like I said, I caught a couple of games, man. Y'all, it's awesome, man. Just like I said, man, you still running up and down that court, man. I idolize you, man. You and Dushal, yo, man, and Oak Coakley, man, and all the rest of them boys, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Them boys that leave Main Street YMCA over there in Haversham,
Right.
good league. But y'all need a wider open court, open set,
Right.
But you keep doing what you're doing, man. I appreciate you, brother, man. You know what I'm saying? Sky's the limit to you, man. Anything you want to say before you get off here?
January 18th will be the first home game of the season. So, I got you on the tickets. Whoever you need, I'm going to come out to the park. I'm going to pass them out.
Okay.
If you can just help spread that word out, let's get a good crowd for the first game. And then, like you said, the sky's the limit.
That's right, man. I'm going to keep sharing it, man. Keep sharing it, man. Just like I say, I appreciate your brother, man. And we're going to do this again, man, because we're going to do it for a championship.
You're right. I got you. You're right.
Hey, man, salute to you and your family, man. Appreciate you, man. Happy holidays, man. And be safe out there.
Okay, I got you. You too.
And remember, keep grinding, bro.
Keep grinding.
You know it.
All right.
All right.